guys, I'm now entering what? My buy trades. Why? Because let me show you, the MACD histogram is what? Is above what? The zero level. In my candlesticks came what? To the black EMA. I entered this signal late, but I know that we're going to get some massive pips over there, right? So I'm just waiting for the breakout of what? This trend line right here. That way I know that I will be guaranteed of what? The money, right? I will make a lot of what? A lot of money. I will be guaranteed, right? So let's wait and see how this trade goes. Okay, so let me show you what I mean by what. Wow, we are going to be using what? This strategy. Let's go to check Boom 500 so that I can show you what I'm talking about, right? So for this strategy, we're going to be using what? Three indicators, 2 EMAs and the MACD what indicator, right? So for this strategy, we're going to be doing multi-timeframe what analysis, right? So right here we check what? First check what? For the M15, for the 15-minute time frame, right? So when the MACD histogram, the small bars, the small gray bars are below what? The zero level, we're only looking for sales. And the MACD histogram above what? The zero level, we're only looking for buys, right? So this strategy, you can use it on either catching spikes or for scalping what? Ticks, right? So obviously you're going to have what? A price action point of view of it. So let me show you how this goes, right? So right here we are going to be entering when for Boom 500 in this example we're only looking for sales, right? So the MACD histogram was below the zero level, starting from what? This point right there. So let me highlight that zone, so starting from what? Somewhere here, right? Up until what? This area somewhere here, right? So this what area we're going to be looking for sales, right? Now so you can, for higher time frame analysis, you can use either the H4, H4, H3, H1 or M15, right? Depending on which time frame you're going to be using for your entries, right? So as for me, I use the H1 and the M15 mostly, right? Now I shift back to the M5 time frame, right? So on the 5-minute time frame, we're going to be looking for our first confirmation is that the MACD histogram is below the zero level on a higher time frame, and then on the lower time frame, either the M5 or M1, right? We're going to be looking at at the EMAs, right? So let me delete this. Let me go back to the M15 time frame and delete this rectangle here, right? So let me see if there's something that I can use to mark this up, right? So starting from somewhere in here, somewhere there, right? Okay, then go back to okay, right? So right here we're going to be looking at the EMAs, right? So let me go to the 1-minute time frame, right? That's where you get multiple entries, right? So on the 1-minute time frame, right, we're going to be looking at we're going to be entering when there is a pullback to the black moving average, right? The 50 EMA, right? So right here we'll be waiting for a spike to and touch the black EMA right there. So our first entry, I'm sure we could have entered right there. That's our first entry. Pull back to the 50 EMA, we enter our sell, and be here again. Pull back to the 50 EMA, we enter another sell. So there must first be a crossover. The red and the black EMAs must first crossover right there. and then what, look for entries, right? So you must also know what the market structure is telling you, right? So as in right here, we put back to the 50 MA, we enter a sell. That was a great scalp, right? We exit. Then when the spikes here, when it spikes here, it breaks what? Market structure. So you must not enter what? Any sales until what? The market structure goes back to the what? To the downside. So here it breaks structure to the what? To the upside. So we are not looking for what? For buy trades right here. As you can see right here, break structure to the upside, pulls back, spikes again, break structure. So we're only looking for what? Other sales when the candlestick, the small candlesticks, the ticks break what? Structure to the downside right here, like here. It breaks structure to the downside, and our MACD histogram is also below the zero level on the 1 minute time frame. So when the spike comes again and touches the black moving average, we enter what? Another sell, right? So you're going to be marking what? Your support and resistance on the higher time frames and taking note of what? Your potential what? Take profit levels, right? Let me go back and check what how this is going, right? As you can see, we've broken one. Let's just wait for it to reach 12 o'clock. Then we'll see how what this trade goes. But as of now, we've already broken what? The trend line, which means we're going to be what? To be targeting right here. We're going to be targeting that zone, that area, right? That's what our first what? Our target, right? So for this trade, or let me show you what the settings before we go to what? To the trade review. Okay, so for the indicators, let me delete everything, right? So let me delete everything so that we start afresh together, right? So for the moving averages, we're going to be adding, for the first moving average is the moving average period 13 shift 0 exponential apply to what? Close, right? Then color I choose red, 1 pixel. I don't like thick line, right? Then click what? I click done, right? That's the moving average right there. Then for the second moving average, we're going to add moving average period 50. That's the black line. Shift 0 exponential apply to close. Then color, I'm going to be choosing black, right? 1 pixel again. Then click done, right? Now for the MACD indicator, we use what? The default settings. Just click, so you set default settings. So the default setting has fast EMA 12, slow EMA 26, MACD SMA 9, right? Then for the main end signal, you choose color gray and red respectively, right? Then click what? Click done, right? So this is what it's supposed to look like, right? So for this entry right here, as you can see, on the M15, on the 15-minute time frame, our MACD histogram is above what? The zero level right there. So we're looking for we're only looking for buy setups right here. And then as you can see, the M5 time frame, our MACD histogram is above what? The zero level again. Here. It's above what? The zero level again. Forms the what? A trough right here. So we could actually hold this what? Trade for a while longer, right? So this is what we're going to be doing. Then on the M1, I'm sure it was showing what? It was still showing what? Sales setup, right? So on the M1 right here, there was what? It was still showing what? If it could not pass what? This black line here, we could have what? Closed the what? Our entry, our trade, right? But it what? It passed what? The EMA. So right now we could spike to retest what? This trend line and go touch what? Our take profit right there. Or we're just going to be what? It was take profit straight away. So this is quite simple. You can use it on any time frame, right? Just do multi-timeframe analysis. Check what the higher time frame is saying and look for what? For your trades, right? Let me see if there's an example on boom 300, right? Okay, right here I'm going to swing what this trade right here, right? So right here, as you can see, what the histogram, this small, they are still small because it hasn't been trending yet. Okay, so these small bars here, they are below the what the zero level, right? Then we shift to what to our M1 time frame or M5 time frame, right? This one doesn't have what an entry yet, but we surely show you what when there is what an entry. So let me just pause the video, then we'll see how what the trade goes. So it's 12, a minute past 12, and there hasn't been a spike yet. So we might actually what it TP before any spike, okay, right? So this is it for this video, right? So now I'm just waiting for TP to hit, then I'll call it a day, right? Then I want to wait for the next signal, right? Let me just wait for so let me just take what partial profit before the TP actually hits, then I'll close what other trades.